So I think that just made it like kind of tough. And then to avoid it, I would be like, okay, well, I have these sexual feelings. I'll just go and use jerking off or whatever, something like that, as opposed to trying to figure out how to work them out. Because working them out in real time when you're a kid, like when you're young, you know, when you're adolescent or whatever, it's kind of scary. You know, it's like a lot of that's scary, you know?
Yeah, where do you go to talk about this stuff?
Right, and your peers, like some of them are kind of helpful, but some of them are also like other kids can be assholes about the stuff. So anyway, I'm trying to, some of it I can't remember exactly some of the ways, but yeah, instead of like engaging, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm too nervous to even talk to that girl. I'll just masturbate later on or something.
You know, it's interesting.
Does that make sense at all?
Makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I mean, men begin to prefer the safety of porn versus the unpredictability of relationships and real people.
Yeah.
So once again, recovery is not just about stopping a behavior. Recovery is learning how to relate, engage, and connect with others. Recovery is about learning how to experience real intimacy, which, has to include some vulnerability and taking some emotional risk. Recovery is about learning to experience the joys of connection and love, right? Because, you know, if you're not on that path, it's hard not to be in pain and suffering. And so it's so important in recovery. So when you think about why this is so hard, right? You just talked about it, right? If you don't understand the neuroscience and the nervous system regulation, guys just stay in this hamster wheel loop. If you don't identify some of the root causes that are driving this compulsion, you're vulnerable to returning to it. And if you don't do a deeper dive around intimacy and what's blocking you from connection, you stay in pain and lonely. So kind of all three of these need to be addressed in order for lasting recovery to occur.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. And I'll tell you a few other thoughts I have on why this is so hard. Early recovery can be very painful. And so when you so overstimulate your brain from pornography and from sexualized social media, when you stop engaging those behaviors, your mood can be flat. You can have low energy. And you can have intolerable boredom. And people think that boredom is the enemy. It's not. It's actually your body recalibrating. Everything you want in life is on the other side of you learning how to tolerate boredom. But for so many men, they quit too early because they can't sit with this discomfort. The other challenge we see constantly is that so many guys quit before the miracle happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I struggled for many years before I was able to make real progress in my recovery. You know, oftentimes in recovery circles, we measure sobriety success by continuous days of sobriety. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, a year. All good stuff.
Right.
All good stuff.
Right.
However, that cannot be the sole measurement of progress. Because for many guys, myself included, they're not going to get it right away, right? It's going to be a journey. And if you keep kind of having to relapse and you go down this massive shame spiral that you're failing, that you're a failure, you give up. So recovery is about becoming emotionally regulated, socially connected, learning to live with honor and integrity so that you don't need porn anymore. That can take time. Recovery is about building a life you don't need to escape from. That can take time. And so for many guys, especially single guys, right, where there's not external leverage or consequences on you, right? A married guy, he's really in trouble with his relationship. He's got to get sober or the marriage is at risk.
Right.
That's one dynamic. But now you got a single guy right now. What is the motivation for him right now to continue on this work? You got to keep that person inspired and motivated to continue to do the work. And guess what? If the best that you can do is watch 80 to 90% less porn in any given month, great job.
Right.
Great job. As long as that is in conjunction with you developing new habits to take better care of yourself physically, spiritually, and emotionally.
Amen.
Right? Recovery is the ability to sustain abstinence will be a byproduct of you taking better care of yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Yeah. It's a three-sided deal.
100%. So
Yeah.
guys quit too early. Like, where you going? We just got started. And so why not also measure consistency of going to the gym, consistency of making social plans, consistency of learning a new hobby?
Keeping your word.
Dude,
Taking care of yourself.
Let's measure that stuff in addition to your sober day count.
Yeah, there's a lot of other factors that start to gauge, like that you can use to self-gauge as well, and that are super important. But also, a lot of those factors are things that it's also just like, it's getting up. It's getting up. Being active. I want to take care of myself physically. I want to meditate. I want to have a relationship with a higher power. I want to like nurture this gift, this thing that I am, right? And there's this other, it's such a Pandora's box, porn is, because it's like, here's this thing, and it's just, it's tricked. It's like just a finely calculated molecule of the devil.